Hello guys, welcome to another interesting video on your Leansimcorp channel, and in this video we are going to understand about creating tasks using task executors. We are going to create a task logics using process flow. So we are going to understand those in detail. So the model which you are currently looking at, it is the simulation model being created by using a standard 3D logic. Okay, and the same logic we will first replicate by using process flow, and then we will check how the process flows can be modified to meet our additional requirements. Okay, so if you go to look at this, so what you are able to see is that the material has been transferred from this cube to these processors by using these two task executors or task operators. Okay, so the task logic is that they need to transfer the material from here to the processors and then transfer it to the, what I can say, the sink. Okay, so this is how it is to be done. This complete simulation model we have created onto the plane. So if you see, the plane moves, the complete entities as well as moves. So the benefit of doing these type of simulation modeling is that you can transfer these models very quickly. You can move this, a complete objects are moving along with this. So if you want to do a modular layout or modular area wise simulation, this is the best practice you could follow, that you can put these all details onto the plane and model that onto the plane. If you want to know how to model it onto the plane, let me know in the comment section below, so I can create a new video on how to create a simulation model onto the plane and have those things modified. Okay, so for now, let us create and replicate this process by a process flow. Before that, I'll just show you a glimpse that it is made by standard 3D logic. That means that we have used a center put connection here, where we have made use transport. Here we have set it up for process times, and we have asked the operators to be used for the processing time. It is as simple. And then we have used a dispatcher with two operators. If you haven't watched our basic tutorials on Flexsim, I request you to visit our playlist and have that, or you can look it from our website Leansimcorp.com in our membership page. So now let us begin. So you're gonna replicate this, basically to, what I can say, the process flow. Okay, so I'll copy this and I'll just paste this. So if you see, when you copy paste the plane, all the entities are copy pasted along with that. So let us change the color so that we distinguish that the pink color is the process flow element, and when we look at this is going to be a standard 3D logic. Now what you're gonna do is, we have copied these details. Let us change the name of the Q to Q2, okay, so that we are able to understand the systems better. And let us keep all the things same. Just what we are gonna do is, we are supposed to remove the what I can say, the center put connections from here. Okay, so let us remove the center put connections from here and from here and from here. So we have just input and output ports, and we have the operators assigned to the dispatcher out in there. Okay, so we have done this all the stuff. Now what we're going to do is, we are going to create a task sequence. So I'm just adding a general process flow out in here. Okay, and what we're going to do is that we are going to add activities to the general process flow to build a process flow that is going to use task sequence activities, create transportation, task logics and stuff like that. Because in 3D you have to do nothing, you just need to have center put connection and check the boxes. But for process flow, you need to mention different logics which you are going to use for your task. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, these are some of the elements we would be requiring. So let us bring into the system. So we need the event triggered source. Event triggered source is nothing but the source when something gets in, it is going to get triggered. Then we are going to create a task sequence. Then we need a load. Then we need unload, and then we need finish task sequence, and then we need the sync. Okay, so these are some of the things we need. So I am just making those into one. So we have a single merged details out in there. So what has to happen is that the moment the part is going to come onto the queue, I need to create a task sequence for these two operators so that those load those parts and unload those parts onto the processor. Okay, so this is how the process flow is created for task logic. Now let us add the properties to the systems out in there. You can rename the process flow if you want. Okay, and you can also have like different themes being used here if you want, aqua, classic, sunset and stuff like that. Let us use the forest. Okay, that looks somewhat great. So here is our theme. You can also change the theme in the process flow as per your requirements. Now what we're gonna do is we'll not rename these now as of now, but we know what the functions are. We are going to fill in the properties for each of these details now. Okay, so if you want to understand all these details of like what each element in the process flows mean, we already created a playlist. You can have a look at that. Okay, we'll directly move into the advanced where we'll fill in the properties of it. For premium content, do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com, where you will be getting all these premium contents available. So talking about what things you're going to get in, you're going to get in simulation solutions. You're going to get premium training classes for simulation stuffs. You will be getting 3ds model file support. You can buy modules. You can access to simulation case studies. You can visit our services. Also, you can visit the blogs which you're going to get. So I was talking about simulation solutions, right? You can schedule one-on-one session with us, for training and details. You can access our digital assets like learning center. Okay, so here comes the booking online appointment. Talking about training classes, you can access premium training classes. Once you are going to purchase our subscriptions, you will be able to access our training classes which are listed out here, and these are continuously getting upgraded, guys. Talking about blogs, here we bring in blogs from travel experiences, health, devotionals, like industrial engineering, personality development, simulation tech, and lot more interesting and exciting. So do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com for premium content, blogs, and lots more.